Hello, my dear students. How are you today? I hope you are all well and ready to venture to another learning experience in English 8. I am teacher Jezabeth M. Rizari from Tabon and Australia National High School, Bislig City Division. Are you ready? I hope you are, for we will together learn how to explain visual-verbal relationships. Before I explain further, do you still remember the instance when you used a map in Araling Panlipunan? Have you tried reading a graph in your math class? Did you create a table to conform with the scientific method in your science experiments? Or have you organized the different Southeast Asian art form through a concept map? What do you think are those figures that help you in organizing the information? Graphs, maps, tables, charts, infographics are all basic examples of visual-verbal illustrations, which are just common ways of presenting information in a simple and attractive manner to catch the reader's interest. A text could be long enough to be read and understood in a short period of time. That's why visual-verbal illustrations are here to help. Now, look at these illustrations. What do we have here? As you can see shown on the screen are common examples of visual-verbal illustrations. Let's know them one by one. What type of illustration do you think is shown on the screen? Yes, graph. Two basic kinds of graphs include line graph, a graph that presents information trends using data dots connected by straight line segments, and bar graph, a graph that characterizes categorical data with rectangular bars of equal width. In the examples, both the line graph and bar graph show the increase of the number of COVID-19 cases from March to June 2020. On the screen is an illustration with text enclosed within overlapping boxes. What is it? Yes, table. Table is an organized arrangement of data, usually in rows and columns. Data in a table can easily be compared. The table shows the enrollment data of 3 grade 8 sections, in which section Gomamela has the highest number of students, 50, followed by section Sampaguita, 48, and lastly, section Rose, 45. A very common picture is shown, and you know it, don't you? Yes, you got it right. Map. Map is a diagram or a visual representation that shows the relative position of the parts of something, usually a location. It could be a drawing or a photograph. The illustration used as an example is a Philippine map. What do you think is the diagram flashed on the screen? It's a concept map. Concept map is a diagram that displays the organization and relationship of concepts and ideas through lines and shapes. The concept map shows the 8 provinces representing the 8 rays of the sun in the Philippine flag. Are you familiar with the ones that you see? These are charts that present information in a tabular or circular form. Examples of charts are pie chart and flow chart. Pie chart is circular in form that presents how a whole is sliced into parts. And flow chart is an illustration that shows a step-by-step process. In the example, the pie chart shows the increase of the number of COVID-19 cases from March to June 2020. Moreover, The flowchart shows the process of enrollment. Lastly, a more contemporary way of presenting text is shown. What do you think is it? It is an infographic that combines visual images and text presentation of specific information. The infographic material contains rainfall advisory and people's accurate response. Have you gotten the different ways of presenting information through visual verbal illustrations? Let's now apply the skill that you learned. Let's go! Thank you for listening.